Hi, I'm sorry. This video was on early access for my TP subscribers and channel subscribers. Have a look at my link tree in the description down below for information on customized commissions. See ya! Well. What do we have here then? I wanna be hearing fighting her way to the throne room of the Demon Queen all by herself. Oh, I'll admit that merely arriving here still standing is impressive to a degree. That is, considerate what kind of protectors I have. Or had, I suppose. Thanks to you, now I'm going to have to replace them. Annoying as that is, it might be a breath of fresh air. I wanted to try how to beat demon guards for a while. Assuming I survived this deadly encounter with a noble knight, that is. Have you come here to collect my head, perhaps? For some bounty, maybe? Oh, come now. Don't be shy. Every heroine has to pay for her food after all, and slaying demon ability is just one of the many ways to do so, isn't it? Well, don't think I'll be an easy prey. I am unlike any demon you have ever seen before. If you try to lift your weapons to fight me, I will smash them into pieces without even... Huh? What do you mean you're not here to fight me? You cut a swath through my demons just to have a cup of tea with me? She sounds familiar though. Where have I heard that voice? Never mind. Well, go ahead, knight. For what reason does a lonely human come to my court? A death wish, perhaps? Do you want to be remembered as the tragic heroine of some silly legend? Peace! You slaughter my brave soldiers. You come here unannounced and armed, and you ask for peace. I could lecture you about the basic rules of diplomacy, but perhaps you came here asking for my capitulation. Well, allow me to refresh your memory, just in case you forgot why this war started. I had a lover once, the love of my life. We shared every thought, every breath, every step in our lives. And then your kind took her from me. They hunted innocent demons and acted as if they were heroes for doing that. After they invaded us, they painted the tiny imps they slew as if they were a horde of ravenous demons ready to pillage and burn their lands. The one they took from me. She was a knight, you know, just like you. She was a human, but she didn't treat me as if I was a dangerous animal ready to tear her apart. She talked with me like one does to a peer. She didn't think of me as an enemy. She saw an equal. And despite my initial suspicions, I grew to trust her. We grew closer and closer together, sharing our hopes and dreams with each other, knowing each other's background and culture. I learned much about humanity thanks to her, and I learned to appreciate it. And so did she, learning that there's more to us demons than is usually said. Our affair, if you want to call it that, lasted for 5 years. I choose to see it as a courtship rather than a mere affair because its best moment, its climax, was when she proposed to me. It was a magic moment, almost like something out of a fairy tale. A full moon in the night sky, cherry blossoms falling all around us. She on her knees before me, not in submission like many do as respect to me being royalty, but in a tender offer of love. One I accepted with all my heart. How could I do otherwise when I knew how much it had costed us both to see beyond our differences, to cause scandal among our respective kind? We didn't care about it all. We didn't in that beautiful moment. There were only the two of us standing against the rest of the world. I should have known better. Not long after we promised to always be faithful to one another. One of our dates, soon to be the last of them, was rudely interrupted by her captain, who summoned her for urgent matters, she said. She answered to the call, answered to her duty. I wish she had been a little less honorable, a little less obedient. I told her not to go. I told her that someone at that hour of the night was suspicious, but she just couldn't see what I saw, and left to answer the summons. I followed her, hidden in the shadows. I felt guilty about stalking my love like that, but I wanted to make sure she was safe. I watched her from the shadows as she reported to her captain near the edge of a cliff. And he stopped her right in front of me before kicking her off the edge. It was horrible. I felt devastated, but also rightfully furious. I leapt out of my hiding spot, ready to tear that dog apart. And that was my mistake. I could have easily killed him. I had the advantage of surprise, and he would have been no match for my power. But I underestimated him. I rode at him, wasting my advantage. He dodged my first attack, then the second. And when I turned around to claw his eyes out, he threw dirt into mine, blinding me before striking me down with his mace. It was an embarrassing show looking back, but how I could have kept calm after what I've seen? At any rate, he had me chained while I couldn't fight back. He even threw me in a dungeon like a common cutthroat. That dungeon didn't hold me very long, of course. The idiot underestimated both my strength and my cunning, and I broke out easily. It's amazing what a needle can do. Pick a lock, stop a guard. But once I was out, I discovered that the lying, cheating weasel had blamed me for killing my love. I was heartbroken, furious, and I swore to myself that I would wash off his pain and his shame. in his blood. He is, and the other knights whom my beloved called their brothers in arms and did nothing to help her. I promised that I wouldn't stop until the last liar was impaled. Honor is important to demons. I couldn't just let the insult go unpunished. But more than that, I have to avenge her. I have no idea what sort of palace intrigue could have brought forth her assassination, but eventually, when I've killed the last of your knights and nobles, I will eventually catch the murderer. No, please, again with these absurd demands. You know the story now. You and I are enemies, and you stand between me and my lover's revenge. Why should I even consider stopping the rivers of blood? You cannot know that nickname. I haven't been called Demi in ages. It's a stupid nickname, and I hate it. But there's only one person who knew of it. But she is... No, I cannot believe it. Hope is a cruel thing that only leads to suffering, but I have to know. Take off your helm, please. Let me see your face. It's you! My love, my peer, my fiancé. I thought you were dead. I saw you fall. I thought I'd never see you again. Is this a dream? Don't wake me up if it is. I want to enjoy this a little longer. I love you so much. But I'm sorry. I couldn't stop him. I'm sorry. I wasn't fast enough. Don't quit trying to pull me off. I haven't hugged you in years. I've earned this little bit of comfort, don't you think? I still don't quite believe you're real. How did you even survive? A branch saved you. You climbed back on the cliff with a stab wound. I knew you were strong. Though you're going to have to tell me more about this kind of woman who rescued you. I hope she didn't touch my woman inappropriately while she was taking care of her, or I might just have to thank her. Whatever happened, she obviously saved your life, while I was wasting mine trying to go after that traitorous captain. Unsuccessfully, I may add. He kept hiding between walls and men, cowering like a kennel dog. But had I known you were alive and wanted to stop the war, I would have done so immediately. Why didn't you just come? Oh, right, the barrier. I made that myself, didn't I? Well, I thought it was necessary to protect my realm and my kin from the humans. It would have been the first time they invited us to look good with their peers. I'm sorry. There wasn't any place for hope in my heart. I closed my realm like I shut myself off from everything else, consumed my vengeance. I don't deserve forgiveness for that. Hope was just too heartful to have. Oh, well, fine. Enough self-loathing. Now tell me, what exactly have you been up to then? Collecting evidence. To present your king, so you may have the captain skinned alive. Well, that makes sense. Ah? The king himself wanted to have you killed. Love, do you think this is going to make me stop the war? Now I have to keep pushing until I capture him. You're right, though. The king isn't immune to the law. If the rest of your nobles see him for the traitorous, scheming fox he is, they will either revolt against him or depose him. And then I can ask for him and the captain and skin them both alive. Darling, you're a genius. Fine, I will consider another form of punishment tomorrow. Right now, you're coming to bed with me. We're cuddling, Pearl. I haven't felt the touch of my beloved for so long. Only 2 years? Darling, I could spend centuries hugging you and it will still not make up for a single second we spent apart. Remember this bed? Of course you do. We have been here together many times before. I miss those times every night. I watch the other pillow and caress the spot where you will be. It's much better now that I have a woman in the flesh to caress and kiss and hug to my bosom. You missed this, didn't you? Well, now we have to try to make up for the lost time. You'll never leave me again, you hear me? I love you too, darling. I don't mind with all my heart, with all my soul, with all my flesh, with all my power. I give you all of myself because you do the same for me. I wouldn't have it any other way. By the way, the war will end quickly, thanks to you. I wasted 2 long years throwing my armies at the king, but I reckon the evidence you gathered, and that's enough to cause his sweet, sweet downfall. Sure, rebuilding will be difficult, and so too will be replacing the guards you killed to get to me, naughty girl. Oh, you didn't kill them. You're more considerate of my feelings than I am, darling. I do care for them to a point. And this way, I won't need to replace them. I'll just need to put those you knocked out under heavy retraining. Hey, what are you doing with my hair? I didn't tell you to stop. Oh, don't poke me. How does it feel when I poke you back? Hey. Oh, you kept your ring. Well, of course I kept mine. It was my only memento of you. I would have died before giving it up. I really missed you. And you miss me too. But now that you're here, joking and playing with me, I remember what happiness feels like. I had a lot in years, but now I'm happy to have you back, love. The future will be bright now that you're here. The future and our kingdoms. So I love you. Good night.